Good morning, good morning, good morning, Facebook family and friends. Happy Saturday morning. How's everyone doing? I know it's been a little bit since I've done a wisdom walk, so hopefully most of you are following our venture of the wisdom walks, and we have 68 of them, so this is wisdom walk number 69. But hopefully you are watching the wisdom walks over and over, and start at one, work your way through, go back, start at one again, because you'll be surprised how you will look at something differently after you see things differently. I know that's kind of a tongue twister. So you'll look at things differently after you see things differently. So that's why this is wisdom walk number 69. This is called mindset, because it's all about the mindset. All about the mindset. So, hey Steve, how you doing, bud? Good morning. So let's jump right in. Mindset. How important is it? It's everything. So I don't want to say it's important. It's more than important. It's everything. Because what you think, what's in your mind, what you believe to be reality, your reality, is everything. And if you're not stretching your mindset, not looking at things differently, this is when you have, possibly some issues. So, as you know, our number one thing with Envy Social is mindset training. Yes, do we make a lot of money? Oh, absolutely. There are people making stupid amount of money. I'm talking, it's kind of interesting. I think back to when we first started this group. What was it, January 7th, 2021? And I was on here talking about, hey, hopefully, we can make a couple thousand a month. Our goal was to have 1 million people earning $500 a month. That's a pretty cool goal. Now we have people making 50 grand a day, 100 grand a day. I'm not exaggerating. Pretty soon we'll have people making $1 million a day, because it's compounding. And compounding is the 8th wonder of the world. Most of you don't understand that. But as you think of different things in your life right now, I'm not sure where you are. Mentally, financially, we have people from around the world that's part of Envy Social in countries that they used to make $5 a day, $10 a day. Now they're making a couple thousand a month. I have a good friend of mine who's become a very good friend. He's now at about $180 to $200 a day. The most he's ever made in his life was $20 a month. I don't make this stuff up. This is real stuff. So what has Envy done? It's changed people's mindsets. Whatever your thought process is, not showing what you're trying to accomplish in life. You may be in a situation that you're trying to pay off student loans, you're trying to make ends meet, trying to pay some bills, trying to retire, trying to just make it. Maybe you are sick and tired of working every day. I mean, we have people retiring every day. The biggest joy I get is the messages that I get from my friends and family telling me their quit date, the date that they're going to quit. It is the most amazing feeling in the world to me. The date they're going to walk away and unshackle themselves from the shackles of working. Now, some people get that statement wrong, because you're like, I love my job. I love what I do. Why does Clay keep talking about quitting, retiring? I love what I do. Great. You should do it for free. It's all about mindset. What's your mindset? So what we've done is we've put together, and if you're watching this wisdom walk, there are 68 others, to help you with that mindset. Because what you're taught on a daily basis, what you see around you on a daily basis, is mediocrity. Now, I'm not being mean to anyone, talking down on anyone, but that's the reality of the world. Most of your friends are average. The people around you are average. It's just normal deal. And what's that deal? We wake up in the morning, we go to work, try to make a living, come back home, and repeat. And repeat. And repeat. Then hopefully, one day, you make enough, or you get old enough, that you're sick and tired, and your body won't function anymore, so you got to quit that job. And if you did enough to have some money put away, or you owned your home, you now sell that home, buy a smaller home, so you can have cash, so you don't have to work anymore. That's about as good as it gets for most people, because your mindset isn't right. You can make that situation happen in 30 days, 60 days, 90 days, 6 months, 1 year, whatever. Because that's not how it's supposed to be. We shouldn't be born to work all our life, retire, and die 10 years later. How is that even possible? I mean, to think that way. So basically you put in this earth to work and maybe get 10 years after you retire. And even if those 10 years turn into 20 years, your body's all broken down, you don't have the energy, can't do anything, can't go anywhere, you're on a budget, worrying about Social Security, worrying about how the bill's going to get paid. Is that really the existence that the world gives us? Well, yeah, it is the existence the world gives us, because that's all we know. Then you got some crazy people like myself and Rabu and all the other leaders, and I use the word leaders not in the sense of a company, but other people that inspire others to make a change, inspire others that there's a different way. Because people think their environment and what they are around is what matters, because that's what they see every day. So it's kind of like keeping up with the Joneses, but most of the Joneses doesn't have anything you want to keep up to. Really, seriously, think about that. What does the Joneses really have? I mean, I have some friends that are balling out of control. They got their beautiful boat, beautiful house, some money in the bank, and they work 70 hours a week. That's not balling out of control to me. That means you have a whole bunch of stuff, have a whole bunch of debt. You're gonna go enjoy your weekend, then you gotta pack all that stuff up away on Sunday, because you gotta go to work on Monday to pay for the weekend you just had. I don't think that's wise. I mean, I've lived that way for most of my life until my mindset changed, until I saw things differently, until I realized there's another way, until I realized that I cannot outwork money, no matter how I try. I could work 24 hours a day. Eventually my body will break down because I can't keep working 24 hours a day. But money doesn't have a body. Money keeps doing it over and over and over and over and over and over, no matter what. It will work 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year, 5 years in a row, 10 years in a row, 30 years in a row. It doesn't really matter. And once I learned that and I figured that out, I decided to quit. Why would I? Look, that's like me. And I know I'm going to use this, I'm going to get a few booths on this. That's like me grabbing a few of my friends, going down to the Staples Center and saying, you know what, we're going to take on the Lakers and we're going to beat them. Well, it is possible based on their record this year, but you know what I mean. Look, my friends and I can't take on the Lakers. We can't take on any professional basketball team because that's what they do. This is what they do day in and day out. Yeah, we see the games that they play. We don't see the practices. We don't see how that player started at 8 years old, 5 years old. I had a friend of mine, Larry Drew. He used to play for the Lakers, and now I forgot who he coaches now. He's been bouncing around to different coaches, but I remember little Larry, his son. And when I went over to his house, little Larry had, Big Larry had a board in the garage. How many times a day you have to dribble with your right hand? How many times a day you have to dribble with your left hand? And he had these things that he had to do. And I'm like, wow, you don't see that stuff. And he was at like 5 or 6 years old at this time. See, nobody sees the background. Nobody sees the stuff that you have to go through to get to where you are. I mean, I've had $200,000 days. Nobody saw the years and all the problems I've had in the past, and the businesses that failed, and all the stress and all the anxiety that I went through to get to this level. But the difference part of it, and this is where the mindset pops in. The different part about it is, before I was doing all the work. That's why I had anxiety. That's why I had failure. But now, money don't fail. So yeah, we may have a couple things, setbacks, but I am so diversified and so many things going on, everything ain't gonna fail. And everything's not gonna fall apart. So literally right now, I'm down to 15 income streams from 27, because the others were just a pain. I don't feel like watching them anymore. So I consolidated. So down to 15. Look, if 10% of them drop, 20% of them drop, doesn't bother me if something happens. And so far, knock on wood, knock on some wood, that hasn't happened. And they continue to grow. Because my mindset is, why would I want to be average? Why would I put myself in a position to follow and do what everybody, all my friends, I mean, I've done that for years, not following them, but watching around me, watching my environment. On a couple of my wisdom walks, I talk about friending up. Have you listened? Do you friend up? This is kind of like a review to all the wisdom walks. I don't think there's a topic under the sun that I have not covered in a wisdom walk. And this is wisdom walk number 69. Are you spending your time? Are you watching those things? It's a change your mindset. I think I was in Miami when I did the wisdom walk about, I think I was in Miami. I just went blank for a second. I was in Miami when I said, don't listen to anyone. Don't listen to me. Listen to yourself. Gather information. Gather information from the things I say, the things your friends say, and then you make your own decision. And that's really what it's all about. You need to listen to yourself. But what I don't understand is let me see, how do I say this to maybe I'll wake a couple people up. I do not understand. This is very, very hard for me to understand. I do not understand. If you've been in contact with me and you watch anything I do or any of my wisdom walks, I do not, and if you're still struggling, I do not understand why you're still struggling. I just don't get it. It makes absolutely zero sense to me. There is nobody on this planet, if you follow the teachings, and look, we're not a company, we're just a social club. Like-minded people getting together to live a better life. If you can't be successful doing what we're doing, you should just give up. It's that simple. There's no reason in the world you should be struggling on anything. Whether it be relationships, what to do about your job, what to do in your home, what to do financially. We cover all of that, and we cover it for free. That's the best part. Kind of interesting. So anyway, this is a short wisdom walk number 69. I don't do a lot of them because the content's already there. I have so many of them. I'm kind of waiting for everybody to catch up. I'm waiting for everyone to become 7 figures and 8 figures and 9 figures and 10 figures, because I got some real massive wisdom walks I want to do. But we're not ready for those yet, so I'm just going to chill and wait till you guys catch up. Anyway, let me give you a little follow. We are with the backyard. Getting close. Look at the little fishies are swimming. Somehow, I think over the winter, I lost a few of them. I think a couple cranes came in and did some stuff they shouldn't be doing. So that's not good. Oop, I'm seeing a little bit of string algae growing in there. I'm going to have to cover that. Not good. So we're getting there. The yard's getting there. Should be about 2, 3 more weeks and it'll be all done. Pretty excited about it. So we can have our friends and family over and enjoy it. Um, Ordered some trees yesterday to get that going. The queen wants a lot of flowers, so it's going to be a ton of flowers back here somewhere. I don't have a whole bunch of space for it, but wherever there's dirt, there's going to be flowers in it. So getting close. I'm waiting for a couple of shipments and a few things to finish up, but they should start the putting green in 2 weeks. And I was trying to figure out, I'm going to have to tee off and hit some balls over there. So I guess I'm going to have to find some really, really cheap balls because I won't be able to retrieve them. But since I'm into my new little lesson of playing golf, I'm going to give that a shot. But it's coming along. Kind of like where we're heading. The fire pit's going in next week also. This is our little sitting area that we have to get some cushions made for. But it's getting there. Getting there. So anyway, let me pop back over. If you're out there struggling, any issues, pop into the Good Life, pop into the Wisdom Walks, and absolutely make some changes in your life because it will absolutely change everything about everything if you want to. Look, the byproduct of what we do is we make a ton of money, like stupid money. But that's the byproduct. That's after you get mindset trained. That's after you understand what the things you're supposed to be doing because the money means nothing without the mindset. Because look, that's been proven over and over again. How many people have won the lottery and then they're broke 2 years later, 3 years later, 4 years later? Because they have the wrong mindset. No one's ever taught them. No one's ever taught them what to do with the money. No one ever showed them the things you're supposed to be doing. So hopefully this makes sense to you. Talk to you guys again. I'm not sure when I'll do Wisdom Walk number 70, but since it's 70, I'll come up with a good one. I don't know if it's going to be next week, next month, next year. I don't know. Whenever it hits me, I'll let you guys know. Take care, everybody. Have a great day. Bye bye.